welcome to my channel Deep Astro Universe. Today I'll be talking about the four lagnas, that is Aries, Taurus, Gemini and Cancer. How will be your December 2024? So before I begin, I would like to convey a very short message for all the lagnas that currently Saturn is in its direct mode, and because it's in the direct motion in the Aquarius sign, which is its Mool Trikon Rashi, hopefully I think it will give you all the good results of Aquarius sign wherever it is coming in your lagna chart or moon chart. You have to see accordingly. You will get the result of those houses. Saturn being the Karan Karak, definitely it delays the matters of anything that governs the particular area of life by the Saturn. Then you will see now it is giving you all the fruits of those areas which are governed by Aquarius and Capricorn sign. While I begin with the four sign, let me remind you, next year is very auspicious for many of you. New beginnings, new initiation, because it's the year of Mars. So many of you will see something new initiating in your life, whether be in the form of your career, business, or maybe married life, or something related to your love life, or even education. So I will start with Aries. For Aries, your Lagna Lord is currently transiting in the Cancer sign, where it lies in the fourth house. Fourth house is really not good for Mars, because ultimately here it disturbs the mental peace and the home environment. But if I talk about the Kendra, being the Kendra Lord, the first house Lord coming to the another Kendra house, definitely it will impart you sudden gains from inheritance, or maybe you acquire sudden wealth or property. If the age is accurate, then you can gain that sudden source of income. Whatever investment either your parents have done or your ancestors have done, that property or income or money can come up to you. But mind it, this will disturb the health of you, mental peace especially, and your mother's health. Along with that, it will disturb the home environment, so you have to take precautions over there. Now even if you're married, that also can be little disturbing, because the fourth house even governs your Sahapat, means where your housewife comes, that also is governed by fourth house. So you have to take precautions over there. Now, if I talk about the other areas that are governed by Saturn, Saturn here is currently transiting in the 11th house. It is direct, and it is making a parivartan, nakshatra parivartan yog with Rahu, which is currently transiting in the 12th house, Pisces sign, and your Jupiter, which is dispositor of Rahu, is currently transiting in the second house. Now, if you see, this is making a wealth yoke from the foreign lands or anything to do with MNC, or if you are in into any healing profession like either spirituality or occult science, or even any technical field. Even if you are a nurse or a doctor, that also is governed by this house. Hospitality, anything to related to restaurant or food business, these all are governed. And even investment and money, these all are governed by this combination. So anything to do with all these areas, you are going to see a very good result, rise in your money especially. And not just rise in your money, you will see suddenly your social network is supporting you to grow in life. You can even travel at this time. If your visa was stuck, you wanted to move ahead in your life and go somewhere else, this is the time when you can shift from one place to another also. Ketu sitting in the sixth house will help you now at this moment to move ahead, because ultimately Jupiter, which is have got Cheshtabal. Cheshtabal is basically the motional strength to any lord. So being a benefic planet, it gets more benefic when it is retrograde in the second house. It will increase your wealth, and it is aspecting Ketu, which is there in the sixth house. It will give the positive aspect to Ketu. So any kind of problems that were coming either in your health, daily life, or with your relatives, these are all are going to vanish at this time. Again, I would talk about the other planet like Mercury and Sun. Mercury will remain in the Scorpio sign throughout this month, being in the 8th house. So this is not good, especially for your younger siblings and your communication, the way you are communicating or you are traveling. Okay, while traveling, while any documentation or reading, writing, you have to be very careful till the time it is retrograde. Especially you have to be careful, especially for your health also, and the way you are communicating and dealing with people in the daily life. Any kind of loan or transaction, that has to be done very carefully. No scam, because Rahu is also aspecting it, giving its aspect on the Mercury. So you have to be careful till the time it is retrograde. Especially scams can happen, or any kind of false documentation or wrong things can happen related to money or documentation or any kind of communication. Okay, now when this Mercury will get to direct in the forward motion from 16 December, this will give you the positive result. It will make a Vipareet Rajyog. From 6th house it is going into the 8th house. Definitely this is the Vipareet Rajyog. So now this Rajyog will give you lot of success in competition. Any kind of competition, through your skills you are going to win over those competition and can acquire a very good position in your life. Now, such position could be related to analytical fields, any of the analytical fields that are related to CA, IT, any communication related areas. So these are the ones. Then even research areas, research and analysis, I should say. Sun will also transit in the Scorpio sign till 15 December. It will make a connection with Mercury, forming a Buddhaditya Yoga. But here you have to be careful, because being retrograde in this sign, and then it will even get combust with Sun, this Mercury can give the worst of effects in communication, and with your relatives it can give bad effects, and even with your friends. But the ultimate good result of this combination will be, as such, it will give you very good intellect in research and deep knowledge areas, wherever the science, technology, or any area which deals with research and analysis, deep conscience or occult science. There you will be able to use very good sense of mind. Other than that, it will only disturb your relationship with your friends, with your relatives, and your communication skills. You have to be aware of all those things. Do not try to show your ego to others, to your friends or relatives, and even be careful in documentation and any kind of communication. Now, Sun will move ahead into the Sagittarius sign on 15 December till 15th January. This is a very auspicious time, because being the fifth house lord going into the ninth house is the best Raj Yoga you can have. So this means this is the time when you all will see rise in your status, some good upliftment, some position to your father or to your children. Even this shows that from your past life good karmas, you are going to see a rise in your luck, and through that luck, some uh, those kind of work which were stuck in a particular situation in your life and you thought them to move ahead, this is the time you will see through your own good karmas. This is the time where your luck and your bosses, your father, will favor you, and things will start moving ahead. Okay, so there is a time to travel also, and changes are about to come if the Mahadashanta Pratintar is there of Sun. So I have already talked about all these planets. Now remaining is the Venus. Venus is a quite difficult planet for you, because it's the second and seventh house lord. It's double Markesh, second and seventh house lord. So second house lord is definitely, because it's the wealth house, Artha Trikona, it will definitely impart you good wealth. But because it's the Markesh Bhava, and the seventh house is also Markesh Bhava, definitely wherever it will transit, it will have the impact of its being Markesh. Now it is transiting in the your 10th house from 2nd December to 28th December. That means anything to do with your career, something related to your career, is going to fructify at this time. But along with wealth, along with status, rise in status, along with wealth, there will be certain difficulties which are going to come, definitely. Because if you see, it's the second house which is the house of wealth, and the seventh house, the house of status and higher position, is going the 10th house. Even your spouse can get this position in life and the comforts can rise, but ultimately this will disturb, because it's in the sign of Saturn. It will disturb the living significance, means your relationship with family or spouse can get disturbed. But the overall rise in wealth and status will be there, and you will see good upliftment in your career. Now, if I talk about the Taurus Lagna, for Taurus Lagna, whatever changes are coming in your career. So, currently, Saturn is transiting in your 10th house. It is direct and making a Nakshatra Parivartan Yoga with Rahu, which is currently transiting in the sign of Pisces, which comes in the 11th house, the house of desires, passion, a lot of ambitions, gains, wealth, opportunities, your friend circle, social circle, and your elder siblings. Now this is a nakshatra parivartan which is forming. So now you will get a lot of opportunities to uplift your status, and you can get a lot of gains in your career. There could be sudden gains and burst of opportunities for you. That could be all of a sudden, especially in December and January, because the last few months of Saturn being in Aquarius could be very beneficial for Taurus people, because next year when Saturn will enter in the Pisces sign and Rahu will be there for the 2 months, there will be sudden ambition, rise in ambition and desires, because ultimately these planets, these five conjunction planet conjunction which will be happening in the 11th house will give you sudden upliftment, sudden rise in your life. Okay, because 11th house is the highest of upachaya bhava. It can give you lot of good things in life, and it is even the earth trikona. So you have to think that now it is the time where your most of your desires can get fulfilled. It is actually the Kama house, Dharma, Arth, Kama, Moksha. It is the 11th house, is the Kama Bhava. So now, if I talk about your Lagna Lord is Venus. Currently, in the December, it will be transiting in the Capricorn sign from 2nd December to 28th December. Being the Lagna Lord and the 6th house Lord will be transiting in the 9th house. That means there is a sudden rise in luck. You might start some new education. Okay, you can increase your knowledge, you can increase your education. This can happen at this time. Okay, go for some certification, higher knowledge. This can happen, and this will be very beneficial for you. But mind it, there can be certain disturbance in the health of your father, but overall this is a very good time in your career. And along with that, you can go for any higher education, some degree certification, and even travels will be there. So this is a very good time where your luck, your bosses, your gurus will also favor you. Now, if I talk about Mars being in the sign of Cancer, where it gets debilitated, especially in the third house. Now, third house is actually very good when Mars is placed over here. So, transiting Mars, which is Lord of your 7th and 12th house, is not a good planet for this Lagna. So, when it will be transiting in the debilitation sign, it's quite a good and favorable for you, especially in the December. Mars will be retrograde from 7th December. So retrograde Mars in the debilitation sign behaves more like exalted Mars. Okay, that too in the third house. Something new can be initiated at this time. Some new ventures will be initiated. You will feel like traveling. Some travels can also happen. So this is a very good time for all of you. And retrograde Mars in the debilitation sign, I would repeat once again, behaves like an exalted Mars. So this is one of the best thing which can happen, and it will be aspecting your 9th house. Travels are there in the card, and initiation of something new, higher education or skill development is there. Then major change transformation will come in your career. You will bring some major transformation in your career. Then along with that, expenditures and travels are definitely there. You will see you are able to control your daily life. So definitely your career is improving, your profession is improving, because sixth house is also the house which is now controlled by Mars will be giving its fourth aspect on the sixth house. This is one of the best time after 7th December for Taurus Lagna people. Now if I see for the Mercury will be there in the 7th house Scorpio sign for the whole December. Firstly, it will be retrograde, being the lord of your 2nd and 5th house in the 7th house. This can be the time when you can expect some actually upliftment in your business if you are doing a business. Even in your married life, you can see some kind of development in your married life. If there were some tiffs between you and your spouse, now you will somewhere recall your old good memories, and maybe you feel like traveling or rejuvenating. Even one can look for progeny at this time, and those who are single, they can meet their right partner or spouse through marriage proposal or family function, or some family member can help them meet their future spouse. Even when Mercury will get direct from 16 December, this is also very good time, because ultimately retrograde Mercury will be conjunct with Sun till 15 December, and till the time Sun is there in the Scorpio sign with Mercury being retrograde will also get combust. So this is not the time when Mercury get retrograde and combust. It definitely is a good time for intellect. One who are looking for any government positions, any kind of position in their life, status rise, they can get that status. But ultimately this is not a good time for living significance, means their relationship with their friends, their relatives can get somewhere stagnant, or some situation can come where they can have a verbal fight or ego clashes with their relatives or friends, like that. Okay, even because it's in the seventh house, that can be with their spouse also and with their children also. So you have to be aware of all this. Now, if I talk about the other part, when Sun will move ahead in the Sagittarius sign from 15 December to 15 January. Now, this is the time when fourth house Lord Sun, being Sun, will go enter into the eighth house. This is not good time for your mother. Mother's health will get disturbed if the Sun Mahadashanta Pratantra is going on, and your mental peace will also get disturbed. So you have to be aware of all these things. Suddenly, there could be a situation where you feel like doing real estate investment or any kind of trading also you can do at this time. Because if I look into the sign, Scorpio sign, where Mercury and Sun will be there, the aspect of Rahu will also be there in the fifth house and the seventh house where Mercury will be there. So this time looks very favorable for trading because Rahu and Mercury help in trading. So anyone who does share market trading, this is very good time. And Taurus people are very good in making money out of money. So they can do this in December, in first half also and in second half also. Especially they have to avoid when Mercury is combust due to Sun. So now if I talk about the Jupiter part. Jupiter is currently in the Lagna. Now, Jupiter transiting in the Lagna is the best thing which can happen. So, till now, whatever difficulties Taurus sign were facing, now it is slowly melting down. And Jupiter, because it's retrograde, it has got Cheshtabal, which is the emotional strength given to the Jupiter. Being the benefic, it gets the highest of strength. Okay, so being in the Lagna, it is giving you all the optimism and positivity, and you are learning new things in your life. You are educating yourself. You might have met your guru also. If the time is right, then you can meet your guru at this time for the bachelor's, master's, or PhD education. Even for the higher educations, you can go for any certification also. You can find your guru at this time. You can learn new things because this is the best time. Next year, when Jupiter will enter your second house from May, this will be the time when you will see your salary and your money is increasing. So first you have to educate yourself, then your salary and money will increase. This is the best time. And these people will see they are learning those subjects, because Jupiter being the 8th house and 11th house lord, they are learning those subjects which are dealing with research and analysis, which deals with deep analysis. So they are currently learning those subjects. Okay, if you are married, then problems from in-law side can also come. They can have expectation from you to be little more responsible in your marriage. They could even guide they can be the one who can guide you and ask you to be more responsible. Okay, because eighth house lord going in the first house can be little bit transformative if you are married. But if you are married and you are learning something like especially related to research related subjects, anything like that, then this is the best time. Any research subject like data science, occult science, anything to do with R&D of any subject, material science, chemicals, chemistry, even the physics, the deep sciences, these days nanotechnology and all those artificial intelligence, these all deal with eighth house. Okay, now if I talk about, and you are definitely going to gain lot of things from it. Okay, now if I talk about Venus, I have already interacted with you. Now, if I talk about the Rahu Ketu part, I have discussed Rahu being the 11th house makes you very ambitious. Lot of ambitions comes in your mind at this time. You will feel like to fulfill all your desires until Rahu transit in the 10th house. 10th house Rahu is also like it will give you sway over the world. Okay, these are Rahu 10 mein, Dunya bas mein, sway over the world. So Rahu, when it will enter the 10th house next year, so before that, it is preparing you. Okay, so being in the 11th house, Rahu is preparing you in your career, how you have to uplift yourself, because next year you will feel like I can achieve, I can sway over the world. This is my time. So that's the reason, whatever desires it is giving you, and most of the desires are looking like you are educating yourself, uplifting yourself to uplift your career. Uplifting yourself means gaining more, acquiring more of knowledge. Jupiter is currently there in the Lagna. You are acquiring more of knowledge, more of stuff to work hard in your career and uplift, because next year it will be sway the world with your, with your status and your knowledge, because next year is the time when you will see after May your sudden wealth will rise. Okay, So talking about Gemini's, Saturn is currently transiting in your ninth house. It is direct. Now because it is direct, it is making Nakshatra Parivartan Yoga with Rahu till end of December. Rahu being the 10th house, you are already showing the world. Rahu Dasme, Dunya Basme. This is actually verbally correct for you at this time. Many of you would have achieved a lot in your career because it would have brought a lot of transformation also. I'm not saying that it didn't bring transformation in career along with your home life means your change of place would have also happened, change of home, change of career would have also happened. But whatever career it is giving you till May, it is the best of position you can achieve in your life because Rahu dasme dunya basme, you can sway over the world. And Saturn is currently in the ninth house. Your luck is favoring you, though there are certain difficulties because it is even the eighth house lord. So difficulties will be there. You can deal with research related areas, anything to do with deep analysis subjects. There you can do really good. Your luck will favor. With hurdles, with problems, your luck will favor, your bosses will favor, your father will favor you. You will travel, you will see changes in your life, you will gain a lot. Okay, you will gain a lot, though Saturn is definitely aspecting its debilitation sign, which is 11th house, falls in your 11th house, but still it will give you a lot of gains. And you will even develop your skills because it is aspecting your third house. You will develop your skills. You are already developing your skills, and along with that you will see that now in your daily life certain new changes are coming, and you have to be very serious, very practical, and very disciplined because you have to be very futuristic at this time. Rahu in the 10th house talks about you have to be futuristic in your career. Okay, you have to think big in your career. And Jupiter being in the 12th house will give you those intuitions. Whenever Jupiter is there in the 12th house, it gives you that intuition to think about the future. Okay, many of you can have a lot of travels at this time, even the travels in your dream, that is through intuition. And even one can have literally travels. Okay, because in Kalpurush Kundli, Pisces sign comes, which is a watery sign governed by Jupiter. So Jupiter being in the 12th house will make you travel. Okay, now Jupiter is currently retrograde in the 12th house. Earlier when it was direct, it was bringing a lot of expenditures and travels, but now when it is retrograde, it will somewhere control your expenditures. Gains will also come and expenditures will also get reduced. Along with that, you will see major transformation happening in your life, some new developments in your daily life. Your health will improve. Any kind of loan or rent, any kind of loan you have taken, debt you have given, there also improvement will be there. Your happiness will improve, your mother's health will improve because Jupiter gets Cheshta Bal, which is emotional strength when it is retrograde, and benefic planet when it is retrograde. Any planet, especially benefic planet, when it gets retrograde, it gets emotional strength. It is more benefic, so it will give you very good results. Okay. Now, if I talk about Venus, Venus is currently transiting in the Capricorn sign, which falls in your 8th house. Venus being the lord of your 12th house and 5th house, when it is going into the 8th house from 2nd December to 28th December. This is the time when you will see any kind of expenditures that were happening in your life will suddenly turn into investments. Okay, because 12th house lord is going into the 8th house. Suddenly those expenditures will turn into investments. And even you will see you are able to use your intellect in doing those complex things in your career. Now, whenever Venus is transiting from the Capricorn sign, through your hard work, through your dedication in your career, you will gain lot of money. Okay, and 5th house lord is going in the 8th house. Definitely, it is difficult for those people who are into bachelors. Okay, their mind could get diverted into wrong activities. They can get into hidden relationship. Okay, those things, love relationship. But if I'm talking about the those people who are grown up, those who are career oriented, they can focus on those areas where you have to require, where you require a lot of research and analysis. There you can delve very deep. And this is very good time for get into occult science also, because 12th house and 5th house are connecting with the 8th house. This is very good time for occult science related work, anything to do with research, anything to do with finance, data science, finance, investments. This is a very good time. But for all those people who want to be in the relationship, mind it will be hidden relationship, sexual relationship, and that relationship won't last long. Okay, and even for students, your mind can get disturbed also, so you have to be aware of this. And because Jupiter will also aspect Venus, so this is actually very good time for wealth, consultation, giving knowledge, and love relationship, and even for marriage also. Anyone who is looking for marriage, your 7th house lord Jupiter is connecting with the 5th house. You can find your partner. You might not get married, but you can find your partner at this time. if the Mahadasha Antapratanta is that of Jupiter or Venus. Okay. Now, if I talk about Mars being the lord of your 11th house and your 6th house is currently transiting in the second house. So, definitely it is debilitated, but it is retrograde. So, it is behaving more like an exalted Mars. Okay. Now, exalted Mars in the second house is really good for wealth. You can win over any competition, and from that competition, you can get a lot of wealth. See, 6th house is a Upuche Bhava. It gives you good wealth. 11th house is a very good Bhava for wealth. Second house is very good Bhava for wealth. Okay. Now 6th and 11th are Upachaya Bhava. Okay? And 2nd and 6th are Earth Trikona, and 11th is Kam Bhava. Now when these three combine, and that too Mars is debilitated and retrograde, it behaves like an exalted Mars. So here it will give you a lot of wealth. Lot of wealth. Okay, just be cautious how you are speaking, because Mars in second house, very powerful, can give you very blunt speech, but and you might eat lot of oily and junk food. Beware of that. But still spicy, especially spicy food, but you will get a lot of wealth. Okay, and you will be able to accumulate good wealth, because second house is all about accumulation of wealth. Now this Mars is aspecting its exalted sign also, Capricorn, in the 8th house. So that's the reason you will be able to accumulate good wealth and might even invest somewhere. Okay, 8th house is all about investment also. And from second house, it will be aspecting the 5th house. Your intellect, especially your technical intellect, will be very sky high. You will be able to use all the technicalities in your money. Okay, and beware of your behavior, controlling behavior with your children. If you are married and you have got children, beware of that, how you are behaving with your children. That could be very disturbing, and especially towards your family members also. Now from here, it will even be aspecting, giving its 8th aspect on the Saturn placed in the 9th house. Now this is a very transformative time. Some transformation in your luck can happen, even in especially in your luck, I would say, because Saturn is there in the uh, 9th house. So that means this Mars and making Saturn making Shadashtak Yoga, 6-8 combination. Definitely you have to be aware of how you are behaving. You might get frustrated in your career at times. Okay, but what you have to do, you have to be aware that instead of getting frustrated and irritated, try to use your energy in understanding the technicalities of your work. Delve deep, do the complex research analysis of those areas, and try to understand. It might take time, it might be frustrating, it might get delayed, but still you have to be aware that this Mars and Saturn making Shadashtak Yoga, 6-8 combinations, sometimes give really, especially gives you very irritable nature. You might get irritated with the situation sometimes, overload of work, or maybe due to family members or someone's expectation, maybe in your daily life or work life, someone's expectation towards your work can disturb you, even your father's expectation. So this is a kind of situation where you have to control your energy, the only possible thing. So the best remedy is you can exercise and drink a lot of water. Okay, the only remedy. Now if I talk about Mercury, Mercury is there in the Scorpio sign in the in the 6th house. So Mercury being the lord of your 1st and 4th house in the 6th house, definitely till the time it is retrograde, and along with that Sun will be there till 15 December. So now this combination can even make Mercury combust for a small duration. Sun and Mercury together till 15 December, where Mercury will be retrograde and even will get combust in between. So this will be the time when in the 6th house, this is making a Buddhaditya Yoga, but a very weak Buddhaditya Yoga. So this is good for any kind of competition where your intellect will work very nicely. You can do all those things where you have to show your passion and competition. Some kind of fight is there, verbal fight is there, like for lawyers, anyone, anything to do with any kind of services where you require those intellect. Okay, any hereditary position is there, um, or you are a teacher. Okay, all those things, all those areas, but this will disturb your health and your mother's health. Okay, but definitely this is a very good time for your intellect. This can even disturb your relationship with your siblings also. Relationship part will be disturbed. Rest, competitiveness will be sky high, intellect will be sky high. Do not take any loan at this time. Okay, do not do any kind of trading also. After 16 December, when Mercury will be direct and Sun will move ahead in the Sagittarius sign, Mercury direct will be very good. It will be in the direct motion. So now it could be time for those people who want to become CA, who want to do get into any kind of analytical job, analytical work, even in the IT. Now anything to do with documentation work, if you do any kind of documentation work also, there also you will do really good. This will be good time where you can even do any kind of trading, any real estate work, but mind it, still you have to be sure of your health and your mother's health. Sun being in the seventh house, being the lord of the third house, when it will enter Sagittarius sign on 16 December, there you will see, due to your own efforts, due to your own skills and efforts, you will be able to achieve the highest of status and recognition in your life, because seventh house is 10th from 10th. Even this is the time when you can initiate your business also. For all those people who are married, you have to be aware how you are communicating with your spouse. Some ego clashes can also be there. You can start your business with your neighbor or your siblings also. Okay, some travels can also be there, because third and seventh house talks about travels, and seventh house also talks about foreign settlement and travels. So some travels can also come in your life if the Mahadashan Tirthatindra is there. Now, if I talk about the other remaining planets, I've already discussed about the Saturn and Rahu. I've already discussed about the Jupiter. If I talk about the Ketu, so Ketu and Rahu cannot be understood separately, because most of the astrologer gives a separate, kind of videos for them. But you have to understand, Rahu and Ketu are same planet. They are just 180-degree apart. One is head, the other one is body part. And whenever they are transiting 180-degree apart, if currently it is transiting in your 10th house, Rahu in 10th house and Ketu in your 4th house, then while your career is transforming, your home life is also transforming. Okay, it is not like your career will transform and your home life won't transform. No, it is not like that. For all those people who have got 10th house Rahu in their chart kundali, okay, natal chart, they will see that whenever they will progress in their career, they will leave their home. They have to leave their home. They have to leave their comfort. Then only they will progress in their career. Okay, there it has to be detachment. There has to be change. Okay, this is the whole scenario that is happening for the Gemini. Now, if I talk about Cancer Lagna, for you, currently Mars is transiting in the Lagna. Now, in the debilitation sign, Mars being the 10th house lord and the 5th house lord, though it is the debilitation sign, but it is retrograde. Now, retrograde and debilitated Mars behaves like an exalted Mars. This is the best time one can see any kind of good change in their career. Okay, if you are into technical field, management field, or if you are into product selling, designing, anything to do with dance, athletic work, martial arts, all those areas, sport activities, or you have your own business also. Okay, there you can see good development. Okay, many of you can start something new in their technical education also. They can go for technical education at this time. So this is a very good time for you. And why I'm saying that, because in the 5th house where Scorpio sign falls, Mercury will be there along with Sun till 15 December, making Buddhaditya Yoga in the 5th house. Very strong, and Mars is aspecting it. This is the best time one can get hereditary position. So all those people who want to acquire any hereditary position, I mean to say any government position related to, either related into bank sector, teaching sector, or anything in public sector, there you can get that hereditary position. Okay. Now, after 15 December, when Sun will enter Sagittarius sign and Mercury will be direct, okay, in the Scorpio sign, here you will see Sun being the lord of the second house in the sixth house will be difficult for your family members. Someone's health can get disturbed, but it will be very good for your wealth. Similarly, Mercury being the lord of your 12th house and third house talks about some travels. Some travels will be there in your life or your children's life. Definitely, you will develop some skills, and through that skills, you can initiate something new through your creativity or your intelligence. You can even do online work also at this time. Okay, this is also possible. One can even see that at this time you can have breakup with your love partner or separation. This is also seen in this time period. Now, if I see Mars, which is there in the Lagna, definitely it will boost your energy. You might even start exercising or doing any sport activity. But because the aspect, the fourth aspect is going on the fourth house, this will definitely disturb your home environment, especially your peace of mind, your home environment, because you will try to control your home environment. So if you're married, that could be a difficult time. Okay, controlling your marriage and married life could be really difficult. It can disturb your peace of mind. But if you are into any business, any kind of public sector work, that could be very good time. Okay, some fights can happen with your spouse. Definitely, you have to be cautious. Partnership, any kind of partnership, there also. If I talk about the Mars aspecting the Saturn, which is currently there in the eighth house, this is making Shadashtak Yoga, 6-8 combination, which is not good at all. Okay, so this means some kind of transformation, sudden hurdles can come in your life, and those hurdles could be related to your marriage or business, especially related to the partner in your business and marriage. Okay, so definitely it won't be that bad, but the living significance is going to get disturbed. This Shadashta cube, that is 6-8 combination, is good for wealth. Good for sudden upliftment in your life. Good things can happen related to business or public image, even related to marriage. But the living significance is going to get disturbed. Means your bond with your marriage partner, your spouse, can get little bit disturbed. Maybe you are too focused in your career that you are not giving time to your marriage partner, your spouse. So there some clashes can happen. Maybe something happened in your business partnership that some clashes are happening. So you have to be aware of all those situations. Else, this could be very good time for joint income to increase, for anything that can transform in your career, anything, any kind of transformation related to your status. You might achieve something in your life at this time. So you have to be cautious only for the part where you have to behave with your relations. Okay, whichever relation be. Okay, so December is looking like relations can get disturbed with anyone. Loved relationship can get disturbed, because even Mercury is talking about that. Mercury, when it will be retrograde and combust, it is also talking about some breakup, disturbance with friends, disturbance with relatives. Okay, uh, even I see problem in childbirth also. If you are looking for progeny, wait till 15 December. After that, go for it. Now similarly, if I talk about Saturn and Rahu, Saturn is currently direct in your 8th house. It is making nakshatra parivartan yoga with Rahu. Rahu is there in the 9th house. Whenever Rahu is there in the 9th house, it talks about the foreign travels, foreign connection with different culture people. You can find a guru in your foreign land, or a foreign guru means someone who is culturally different. You are North Indian, he could be South Indian. You are of particular caste, he could be different caste or different religion, different country. Okay, this is the situation that is forming. You can find interest in different culturally different people. You can go in that direction. Now, because the combination is forming between ninth and 8th house, okay, Saturn and Rahu, suddenly you can get involved into occult science. Okay, research related activities. You can get into PhD, research analysis, any kind, scientific work, research work, data science work, all those areas. Okay, technical or engineering. Even your you can initiate something in your business. In your business also, you can bring certain changes. If your business is something related to these engineering, manufacturing goods or engineering and technology, there you can bring some new changes. Maybe you start something new over there in your business. Okay, maybe you involve online dealings of your business. Okay, so some transformation is definitely there. So this is a very good upliftment. Now Ketu is there in the third house. Being in the third house, Ketu definitely, because Rahu and Ketu are two sides of the same coin. You cannot separate them. So if Rahu is taking you away from your roots, okay, it will divert you in the other directions. Okay, Ketu is something which will separate you from your own hard work, from your own self. Maybe you feel little underconfident at this time, but because thankfully Jupiter being in the being in the 11th house, and that too retrograde. So it is very powerful. It has got Cheshta Bal, means direct emotional strength. So it's very powerful right now. It is aspecting Ketu. So that means now is the time where you thought of initiating something in your life. You can initiate. You can definitely initiate that. Your willpower will work, your strength will work, and you will be able to compete with others. If I see the position of sixth house lord, which is Jupiter, it is going 6 places away. It is in Bhavat Bhavan. So definitely it has got its strength right now. So now you will be able to use your skills and even develop those skills. Use your willpower to win over any competition. So definitely this is the time when you can go for any new change in your life. Some transformation, some changes can come. Definitely, I would say the transit of Venus is another good point over here. Venus will be transiting in the Capricorn sign in the 7th house, being the lord of your 11th house and your 4th house. It's a very good planet. When it will be transiting in the 7th house, definitely some very good transformations are going to come in December. If the Mahadasha Antapratintar is there, you can acquire good property or wealth or vehicle at this time. Your mother's health will be very good. Your peace of mind will be there. And this is also making a very good, connection, that attraction between you and your spouse also. Definitely some rift could be there, but still there is a good connection. And when sun will also get conjunct with Venus over here, it's a very good time for intellect, where you have to use your intellect and mind for doing something, whether in any competition, any work in your life, or progressing in your life. There your intellect has to be in the right direction. Jupiter is there in the 11th house, aspecting the 7th house. Definitely good time for marriage, good time for you to travel along with your spouse. Love bond can also increase. So anyone who is unmarried can look for a proposal at this time. Childbirth also indicated. Especially, I would say that for all those people who are really looking for progeny, from 2nd December, the best time is starting. Even for your love relationship, even for your marriage, this is the best time, which is starting from 2nd December till 28th December. All those people who are working, okay. Now, when Venus enters Capricorn sign, this means through your hard work, you can acquire good wealth. Now, because Jupiter is also aspecting it, so some wealth will definitely increase. Okay, from somewhere your money will definitely increase, and this is the time when one can do investments also. Now, if I talk about Mercury is currently there in the, as I said, is there in your Scorpio sign. That's the 5th house, and Jupiter is already aspecting it. So you have to see that your intellect is working very nicely. Now, whenever intellect is working very nicely, like these intellect planets like Mercury, Sun, Venus, they are making a very good connection. You will find that somewhere this will be a time when you can win over any competition, when you can win over any exam, interview, and even in your education also, you can get good marks. Now, transit of Venus in the 7th house is very good for progeny, for marriage related purpose. Anyone who is looking for marriage, you can find right partner. And anyone who is looking for progeny, this is very good time. This is the time when you will see instant attraction between you and your spouse. Wealth will be coming from different direction in your life. So this is very good time. I would say the only precaution that you have to keep is the relation part. Love relation, all those people who are into any kind of relationship with your friends and your relatives, you have to be aware of that. Else the whole time looks really good, auspicious for Cancer Lagna people in December 2024. So this was my analysis for the first 4 Lagnas. How will be your December 2024? Hope you enjoyed this. If you really like this video, please do subscribe to my channel Deep Astro Universe. Thank you so much.